Imagine trying to navigate the huge digital ocean of business today, but you've only got a rowboat. That's kind of how it feels for many businesses heading into 2025 without AI helping out. We're talking like up to 70% of your week potentially spent on tasks a machine could just do instantly. Today, we're diving into how you can change that picture and do it for free.
Welcome back to the deep dive. This is where we unpack complex ideas and turn them into, well, actionable insights for you. Today, we've got this really powerful guide to 8 free AI tools, and they're specifically designed to transform how you operate your business.
Yeah, think of this as like your minimum viable AI stack for 2025, your starting point. We're going to break down each tool, look at some real world use cases, and show you exactly how to start using these game changers with, zero upfront costs. And we'll also get into some of those bigger questions like, okay, how do you pick the right tool for your specific needs? And are these free options really, truly safe for sensitive business data? So let's dig into this. The source material paints this really vivid picture, doesn't it? This modern business landscape. It says running a business in 2025 without AI is like trying to cross that massive digital ocean with just a rowboat. It's quite a striking image, almost daunting.
It really is. And the core problem they point out is this huge time drain. You've got business owners spending up to 70% of their week on stuff that's just repetitive.
Yeah.
Tasks AI could honestly just make disappear. It's a luxury we kind of can't afford anymore, you know?
Mm-hmm. And it points out it's not because people aren't trying hard. It's often just information overload, right? Or maybe just not being sure what AI can actually do.
No.
That uncertainty, it leads to this crushing decision fatigue.
Exactly. Every week there's a new tool, a new trend, some new tutorial. You click one, open 5 more tabs, and then you just end up reverting back to doing everything manually because it's too much. That's modern burnout. It's not just the effort, it's that scattered energy, like trying to build a castle with a million tiny Lego bricks instead of just a few big ones.
Yeah, and there's this hidden cost, too, beyond just the wasted hours. They call it leaking focus. McKinsey studies apparently show knowledge workers spending around 19 hours a week on admin tasks, searching for stuff, emails, basic data entry. And if you're a solo founder, that number is often way higher.
So just think about the opportunity cost there. That's nearly 2 full workdays just gone.
Yeah.
On tasks, a machine could do better, faster, and frankly, without needing coffee breaks. That time, that mental energy should be going into strategy or building real customer relationships or, genuine innovation. Those are the things only humans can really lead. It's about being the architect, not the bricklayer.
It almost feels like these tools aren't just individual apps then. The source suggests viewing them more like an operating system for your lean business, like Windows or Mac OS manages a computer's resources. This AI stack manages your key workflows, research, comms, content, knowledge. They sort of work in the background, freeing up your brain space.
Yeah, exactly. They free you up to focus on growing the business, not just, running the day-to-day stuff. The really fundamental shift in how we approach work.
So if we boil it right down, what's the core mindset shift we need to make with these tools?
It's that AI isn't just about replacing tasks. It's really about amplifying human focus for strategic growth.
Amplifying focus. Okay, that makes sense. Let's dive into the first tool then. Perplexity AI. Our source calls it your AI research strategist. You know how traditional research often feels like falling down a rabbit hole? 20 tabs open, 50 blog posts skimmed,
Oh, yeah.
half a YouTube video watched, and somehow you're less clear than when you started. Perplexity AI seems to fundamentally change that.
Right. And what's really insightful here, I think, is how Perplexity doesn't just search. It sort of democratizes competitive intelligence.
Yeah.
You're not limited by your network or budget anymore. Suddenly, even a solo founder can have the research power of a big corporation, instantly gaining this, asymmetric information advantage. It's like having a team of analysts right there.
And the free version sounds pretty solid. Unlimited smart searches, you get citations, links to dig deeper. It lets you do follow-up question threads, and it pulls together data from the web, academic papers, even YouTube, plus real-time info.
Yeah, this is super powerful for, say, solo founders doing deep market research, or coaches and creators who need to build a unique point of view backed by solid data. Even AI agency builders crafting outreach and, putting together really compelling offer pages.
Here's a great example they give. A competitor teardown. An agency could just prompt Perplexity, like, Do a full analysis of competitor X's go-to-market strategy using their website, press releases, and recent podcast interviews, and boom, in minutes you get this competitive intelligence proof that honestly might have taken days or needed a dedicated analyst before.
Mm-hmm. And that massively reduces your hiring needs, right?
Yeah.
It basically acts like a junior market research analyst. A founder can get like 80% of that work done instantly, saving that cash for roles that actually generate revenue.
You could even string these together. Use Perplexity for the deep dive research, then take those synthesized points and feed them into Gamma to whip up a polished presentation. So, how does this tool really change the research game for a founder?
It gives accurate, cited insights instantly, stopping that endless info overload.
Cited insights instantly. Got it. Okay, moving on to Gamma. A lot of us still build presentations like it's, well, 2011, wrestling with slide decks, formatting. Gamma sounds like having a pro slide designer who just works in seconds, not hours.
Yeah, and in business, clarity really converts, doesn't it? Gamma's true insight, I think, is how it collapses that design bottleneck. It takes complex ideas and turns them into persuasive visual stories in minutes. It's about making that professional level communication just accessible, letting your ideas sell themselves without needing a design degree or, a whole team.
And the free version. Unlimited document creation, though, maybe some slide limits, real-time collaboration, and these genuinely beautiful AI-generated slides and layouts, plus multiple export options and a template library.
This tool really shines for founders pitching, whether it's offers or investors, coaches creating slick training decks for their programs, or agency owners who want to productize their expertise into these really visually compelling assets.
Here's a neat creative use case. Productizing your knowledge. Imagine a consultant records themselves explaining something complex. They can feed that transcript to Gamma, prompt it to create a pro workshop deck, like the A to Z guide to financial forecasting. Suddenly, their expertise is a reusable, maybe even sellable product.
Right, and this really cuts out the need for a graphic designer or presentation specialist for most day-to-day stuff.
Mhm.
You can generate something that's, say, 90% professional, looking for free, saving maybe $50 to $200 an hour. That adds up super fast.
Mm-hmm. And an integration idea. Take a transcript from, say, Otter.ai after a webinar, paste it into Gamma, ask for a 10-slide visual summary. Fantastic follow-up asset, almost zero extra effort. What's the biggest barrier Gamma removes for creators, would you say?
It takes raw ideas and instantly makes them look visually professional.
Instantly professional visuals. Okay. Next up, MindOS, which used to be MindOS. Now, while a lot of AI tools just, generate words, MindOS apparently gets things done. It's pitched not just as a writer, but an operator, something that thinks, acts, and executes kind of like a strategist, but on autopilot.
Yeah, what's truly fascinating here is that it automates operations, not just outputs. This is AI that actually performs tasks for you,
Yeah.
handling things with this almost strategic logic. It's pretty cool.
And the free version gives you one free AI agent that's basically a task or a workflow. You get around 30 runs per month, the core writing tools, and a basic editor for prompts and workflows.
It seems like a game changer for founders juggling everything ops, marketing, content all alone, or AI automation agencies prototyping agents really fast, or even solo founders running newsletters who just need consistent output without the grind.
Here's a practical example.
Yeah.
You could set up a workflow that says, every Friday, 4 p.m., scan my top 3 competitors' blogs and Twitter for new product news, summarize it in 3 bullets, send it to Slack. That's a huge time saver right there.
Totally. And a powerful new use case could be an automated outreach assistant. Set up an agent to watch industry hashtags on Twitter or LinkedIn, and then automatically reply with helpful comments. Predefined, sure, but maybe with some variation built in.
Wow. That could seriously reduce hiring needs, too. MindOS could act like a part-time virtual assistant for stuff like daily reports, social media monitoring, basic email handling, potentially saving, what, $15 to $40 an hour?
For sure. And you could even integrate it with something like Opus Clip. Use Opus Clip to make short videos, then have a MindOS agent grab a new video each day, write a catchy caption, and post it to Twitter and LinkedIn for you.
So MindOS actually does stuff. It performs actions, not just generates text.
Exactly. It's like having a little robotic assistant managing those small, repetitive tasks.
That's truly incredible. When you think about scaling that, imagine automating hundreds of personalized outreach messages a day without lifting a finger. Whoa, that's where that operating system idea really hits home for me. Okay, let's talk about ElevenLabs. Studio quality voice from text. In this AI age, your voice isn't limited by your vocal cords anymore, is it? ElevenLabs lets you create these really high-quality voiceovers just from text in seconds.
Yeah, sound builds trust, there's no question. And this tool basically democratizes high-quality audio creation for any written stuff you have. It turns your written assets, blog posts, articles into beautiful audio assets, and you don't have to step into a recording booth.
The free version gives you up to 10,000 characters a month, which is pretty decent. Impressive voice cloning capabilities, too. Access to dozens of pre-trained, very natural-sounding voices and multi-language support.
It seems like a must-have for YouTubers, course creators scaling up narration. SaaS founders may be creating audio onboarding experiences, or even those AI automation builders embedding voice right into their agents.
A simple but powerful application is just turning every blog post you write into an audio version. Easy. But here's a fresh idea. Personalized audio voicemails. For really high-value leads, you could generate a quick 20-second voice message like, "Hi, Sarah, it's Alex just following up on our proposal,"
Yeah.
and drop it using a voicemail service. Apparently, the response rate can be significantly higher.
And this just completely removes the cost of hiring a voiceover artist, right?
Uh-huh.
They often charge hundreds, even for short bits of work. For creators, it means consistent, high-quality audio without those per-production fees adding up.
Mm-hmm. And an integration idea. Use Descript, we'll get to that, to edit a video interview. If you flubbed a line, you can use Descript's overdub feature, powered by your ElevenLabs voice clone, to seamlessly fix the video just by typing the correction. It's like magic. How does ElevenLabs help bridge that gap between written and spoken content for you?
It democratizes studio-quality audio from basically any text you feed it.
Studio quality from text. Simple. Okay, our next tool is Otter.ai. The source calls it your business memory machine, which sounds cool. It's apparently much more than just a note taker. It's like a real-time memory for your business. It can join your calls, transcribe them live, and even pull out key highlights and action items automatically.
Yeah, what's really key here is that recall equals leverage. Otter turns every single conversation into this searchable, actionable resource. Imagine never frantically scribbling notes again, knowing every single detail is captured. It's like building this searchable institutional memory for your whole business.
The free version gives you 300 minutes of transcription a month, with a 30-minute limit per conversation, live transcription, speaker ID, and those crucial keyword summaries and highlights.
Seems best for agency owners maybe managing multiple clients, solopreneurs doing back-to-back sales calls, or coaches and consultants who need to meticulously document their IP, their frameworks.
An advanced integration point. Apparently you can connect Otter to Zapier for automatic CRM updates, summarizing key points, pushing info to platforms like HubSpot or Asana.
Right. And here's a powerful new use case. Capturing voice of the customer data. During customer discovery calls, just have Otter running. Later, you can search across all your transcripts for keywords like frustrating or confused or challenge. This builds an invaluable repository of exact customer language you can use for copywriting, straight from the source.
Yeah, this really could replace needing a dedicated meeting note taker or paying for transcription services, saving hundreds of dollars while making sure no critical details slip through the cracks.
Totally.
Yeah.
And here's an integration idea. After Otter transcribes something, feed the full transcript into Opus Clip. With a prompt like, extract the 3 most emotionally compelling statements from this transcript and turn them into short video clips for LinkedIn. Suddenly, routine calls become powerful testimonial assets.
So Otter.ai is essentially your personal assistant for every meeting. How does it change managing those insights?
It builds a searchable, actionable, institutional memory from every conversation.
Institutional memory. Powerful. Okay, let's talk about Descript. This one lets you edit video like it's a Word document. Sounds wild, like having a full video studio, but inside a text editor. You upload video, get it transcribed, then you just edit the text, delete words, move sentences, and the video cuts automatically to match.
Yeah, video is still king for building trust, right? Descript fundamentally changes video editing. It shifts it away from those complex, fiddly timelines to something as intuitive as editing a Word doc. This isn't just about saving time. It's about making advanced video production accessible to anyone who can type, basically.
And the free version gives you 1 hour of video transcription per month. Full transcript-based editing, autofiller word removal like and screen recording, and export to standard formats.
It seems perfect for coaches repurposing Zoom calls into short clips, agency builders turning sales calls into content, or course creators making entire modules without needing a pro editor.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. Descript's overdub feature. You can literally rewrite parts of your script after you've recorded. So perfection isn't slow anymore. It's kind of automated. I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes, the AI going off on a tangent. Descript's overdub feels like a total cheat code for fixing that.
Ah, yeah. And a really valuable new use case, creating internal SOPs, standard operating procedures. A founder can just record their screen walking through some complex process, use Descript to quickly snip out pauses, misclicks, add some text titles, and boom, export a clean SOP video in maybe under 15 minutes.
That could completely replace needing a freelance video editor for most basic stuff, saving, what, $40 to $100 an hour? And cutting turnaround time from days down to minutes lets you pump out content way faster.
Exactly. And for integration, record a long video, use Descript to clean up the transcript and fix mistakes. Then export the final video and upload that to Opus Clip to automatically generate 10, maybe 15 social-ready shorts. One recording session turns into a whole week's worth of content.
How does Descript fundamentally change video production for, say, the solo creator?
It makes complex video editing as easy as just editing text.
Simple as editing text. Got it. Okay, moving on to Predis.ai. The source calls this your full-stack social media manager, which sounds ambitious, like hiring a whole content team, but, without the payroll. You give it an idea, and it generates social posts, copy, visuals, hashtags, even scheduling.
Yeah, content is like oxygen for your business, right? You need it constantly. Predis seems to let you scale that content without you having to become a full-time creator yourself. It kind of takes away that daily burden of brainstorming, writing, designing, posting, so you can actually focus on the bigger strategy.
The free version gives you 15 content generations a month, auto visuals, AI captions and hashtags, posts optimized for different platforms, and a content calendar and scheduler.
Seems best for solo business owners who just don't have time for daily posting.
Yeah.
Or agencies maybe offering social media services. Or creators who want that consistent presence but are nearing burnout trying to do it all themselves.
Here's a neat use case. Holiday or event content planning. A small business owner could use Predis, say, a month ahead of Black Friday, generate a 5-post series, countdowns, product spotlights, call to action, then just schedule it and forget about it. Done.
Right. This really acts like a junior social media manager. It automates like 90% of the actual execution, the brainstorming, the writing, the basic visuals, the scheduling. Stuff a human SMM would charge hundreds, maybe thousands for, is pure leverage.
And an integration idea. Take a core concept you validated with Perplexity AI research, feed that into Predis.ai to generate social posts, then maybe take the copy from the best performing post and use that as a script in ElevenLabs to create a short audiogram or maybe even a video ad. So Predis.ai handles the whole social media content workflow, basically start to finish.
It generates everything, visuals, captions, scheduling, just from a concept.
From concept to scheduled post. Okay, finally, Opus Clip. This tool sounds like a content editor living inside your uploads, working at warp speed. You give it a YouTube link or a Zoom recording, and it automatically finds the viral moments and turns them into punchy short videos.
Yeah, the idea is one long-form video should really equal 20-plus pieces of content, right? Opus Clip just automates that content flywheel and spins out new pieces, constantly getting maximum mileage from every single recording you do.
Free version gives you 60 minutes of upload time per month, auto clip detection using some kind of AI virality scoring, smart editing with subtitles, auto highlights for hooks, and formats for vertical and square video.
Seems best for coaches and consultants who record lots of deep content. Founders may be trying to grow their personal brand awareness, or agencies offering repurposing as a service to their clients.
For content multiplication, think about internal training sessions even. You could turn those into micro-learning videos for a company's internal knowledge base, making that info easily digestible.
Oh, that's smart. And here's another powerful use case. Repurposing guest appearances. Say you were a guest on someone else's podcast. Feed the recording link to Opus Clip. It'll pull out your best moments, reframe the video so your face is centered, add captions. You could generate a whole week's worth of content from just that one appearance.
Wow. That basically replaces needing a content repurposing specialist or a video editor who focuses just on social clips. That's a niche role agencies often charge like upwards of $1,000 a month for. Opus Clip automates the really time-consuming part, bringing that cost way down.
Exactly. And an integration idea. Host a webinar using a Gamma slide deck, record it, then upload that video to Opus Clip, generate 10, 15 highlight shorts. Boom. One presentation becomes over a dozen marketing video assets with very little extra work.
How does Opus Clip truly maximize content from just one recording?
It finds those viral moments and repurposes them into lots of short videos, fast.
Finds viral moments, makes shorts. Got it.
Okay.
So, What does this all mean for you listening? We've covered a ton of ground. The big question now is, how do you choose the right tool without just getting completely overwhelmed? The source rightly points out trying to start with everything is just a recipe for, well, overwhelm. Instead, maybe identify your main role and figure out your single biggest pain point first.
Yeah, they offer some suggested roadmaps, which I think are super helpful. Okay, so for the solopreneur founder, your biggest pain is probably lack of time, wearing too many hats, right?
Mm-hmm.
They suggest starting with Otter.ai, that's your second brain, and Perplexity AI for quick research. Otter captures everything, Perplexity gets you answers fast.
That makes sense. Start with managing your information flow. Then maybe level up with Descript for video, Gamma for pitches, and for more advanced stuff, MindOS could automate reporting or outreach once you've got the basics handled.
Exactly. Now, for the coach or consultant, your pain point is often capturing and packaging your intellectual property, your unique knowledge. So start with Otter.ai to transcribe sessions into searchable IP, and Gamma to turn those frameworks into really compelling presentations. Your knowledge becomes instantly leverageable.
Yes, turning that spoken wisdom into actual tangible assets. Then you could level up with ElevenLabs for audio course modules, Opus Clip to turn long sessions into viral social tips. And for scaling, Descript helps build whole video courses with minimal fuss.
Right. And lastly, for the agency builder, you're focused on streamlining service delivery, getting leads. Start with Gamma for those stunning client-winning proposals and Otter.ai for capturing client requirements precisely. Clarity right from the start.
And from there, level up with Predis.ai, maybe, to manage social media efficiently for clients or yourself. Opus Clip to repurpose webinars into lead gen content. For advanced automation, MindOS could build agents for client onboarding or automated reporting. It really is a whole ecosystem.
There are also some FAQs, frequently asked questions, worth touching on quickly, especially with free tools. Like, is it actually safe? Using free AI for business data.
Yeah, that's critical. Generally, for things like general research, content creation, non-sensitive comms, free tools are usually okay. But for highly confidential stuff, your real crown jewels, trade secrets, customer lists, you got to be cautious. Always read the privacy policies. And honestly, probably avoid uploading your most critical, sensitive info to any free cloud service. If it's a core asset, maybe look at a paid enterprise solution down the line.
What about integration? Can you actually link these tools easily into a workflow?
Well, most don't have direct, one-click integrations where data just flows seamlessly. Their real power is more in workflow integration, where the output of tool A becomes the input for tool B, like a chain reaction.
Right.
For really advanced automated connections, yeah, tools like Zapier or Make.com can bridge these services. You can build your own sort of bespoke assembly line.
Okay, and is it worth upgrading to paid versions once you hit those free limits?
Oh, absolutely, without a
Okay.
doubt. Look, if a free tool saves you 5 hours, but its limits cost you 2 hours of manual workarounds, upgrading for maybe $20 a month is a massive win. You really should treat these subscriptions like investments in leverage. If paying $20 a month for Descript saves you hiring a $500 a month video editor, the ROI is just enormous. Start free, absolutely, but upgrade the second you feel that friction holding you back.
And finally, the learning curve. Are these things complicated to use?
Remarkably low, actually. Most are designed specifically for non-technical folks. You can probably expect to be functional, getting real value, within the first hour of using most of them. Sure, mastery might take a few weeks, but the barrier to just getting started is almost non-existent. You don't need to be a coder to use your new AI assistant.
So, beyond the tools themselves, what's the real secret to making this whole AI stack actually work for you?
I think it's applying them with clear intent, using them to amplify your unique human strengths. Mid-roll sponsor read. So we've really explored how just a strategic handful of free AI tools can fundamentally change the way you operate, not by replacing you, but by becoming this sort of operating system for your lean business.
Yeah, AI isn't just about doing things faster. It's really about scaling your thinking. By automating the noise, generating reports, cutting videos, you free yourself up.
Which allows you to focus on the signal, the strategy, the deep relationships, that unique human creativity only you have.
These 8 free tools offer just immense leverage. They enable one person, or a small team, to potentially have the impact of a much larger organization. In this age of AI, leverage might be free, but clarity is priceless.
So your next step isn't just to listen or read about this, it's really to implement. Bookmark this guide, perhaps. Choose just one tool from that How to Choose section, the one that tackles your single biggest pain point right now.
Yeah. Then spend maybe 60 minutes this week just setting it up and actually completing one task with it. Action really is the only antidote to feeling overwhelmed by all this.
And remember, the goal isn't to use every single AI tool out there. It's to use the right tools, consistently, to amplify your unique human skills and let you focus on what only you can do.
The future really does belong to those who can blend that human creativity with AI efficiency. And these 8 tools, they give you that competitive edge, completely free to start.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Maybe consider how automating the mundane really frees up your mind for the truly profound. What big ideas have you just been too busy to explore? OTRO Music.